Boats are made for transferring commodities back and forth, and those that come across near tend to stay a while. So it is where many things come to settle.
Bubble okay? Can you hear Paimon?
Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory? Every journey has its final day. Don't rush. Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory? Boats are made for transferring commodities back and forth, and those that come across Leo tend to stay a while. So it is where many things come to settle. Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory?
Alright, I think we're good. Oh, goodness. Oops. Forgot the green screen. Hello, everybody. How are we all today? I hope we're all doing great. I'm feeling real good. Went to the gym again. Strangely enough, I'm very sore, despite having only gone a few hours ago, but we do what we can. Though I'll admit, we do have a limited amount of content to go through. Every update tends to do that. Just a small amount of little content update, maybe an event. What we can do first off is just kind of go over these little things. A new chapter for the newest character, Yaimiko, and Raiden Shogun. So that's pretty interesting. I remember doing her first story quest. It wasn't that interesting. Let's get these out of the way, just for the sake. Oh no, I hate this quest. I don't like this quest. I hate this guy. I get him almost every time I get Inazuma requests. I either get Mondstadt quests or I get Inazuma ones, and every time I get the Inazuma one, I get this guy. I don't understand. Does he like me? I don't like him. I don't like how he wastes my time making me run around. I mean, I could just, you know, run away. Or I could just not do it, but then I'm missing out on 60 Primo Gems. And my goodness, don't we ever need them more than ever. Well, enough of my own ramblings. How was your day? How's everybody doing today? It is a Wednesday morning, so I imagine we're all either in school or we are just enjoying ourselves. Thankfully, I'm enjoying myself. Give me a second. Alright. Alright, kid, let's get your request out of the way. I don't want to deal with you anymore. Ugh. Sorry, I had to sit up a little more. My chair's a little rickety. I banged my foot against my chair last night. It was very painful. And I think I might have ended up cracking something because one of the legs don't want to sit properly anymore. Come on. So now every time I lean back into it, I kind of slide off. So I have to reposition myself all the time. So do not be surprised when you hear that old creaky noise. Well, we got one of these chests done. I have a lot of that. Let's just for the sake of everything, let's just get rid of these. So for now, we're just gonna be doing daily routine. Oh, I forgot a fire character. That's not good. Pop Jean-Li. And now we have to fight this woman without any type of fire character. I forgot to bring in Yoimiya. That's not good. Alright.
Access denied.
Oh, I don't want to fight this woman. This is probably one of the more annoying fights. I haven't gotten to fight the new character yet, or rather the new enemy. But that's because I need to do the quest. I was gonna do it last night when I first got the update, but then I thought, why don't I just save it for the stream? Because I mean, if I just do a stream regularly, then I'll just get rid of all my daily commissions and maybe a couple resin things, and then I'm just done with the stream. That doesn't seem entertaining. But even with that, I am not afraid to admit that we are kind of low on things to do in this game.
Next on the agenda.
Not in the nature of like, oh, there's not enough stuff to do, but it's more like nothing that isn't already seen before. So I'd rather just focus on new content, or at least the new stuff that they released for this update, rather than just going through all the basics and stuff. Because I've already done all the story quests. I've done most of them. I think the only person that I haven't finished their like mainline quest for is Aratakito. But that's just because he doesn't interest me at all. Come on, press that. Very nice. Yeah, Ito didn't entice me whatsoever once I saw his model. I thought he would be a little bigger than that, but sadly, disappointment is very much expected. Uh-oh. No, don't put the shield. Where'd she go? Alright.
My will
my basic combo.
Access denied.
I am so glad I have these characters, and believe me, I do not like spending money. That didn't stop me from doing it to begin with, but let's ignore what I just said. Oh my goodness, she just destroys my shield.
Hold the line.
Not this one. I want this one.
No touching.
Oh, don't do the fire tornado. Please don't do it. Oh, I hate this. I could have killed her earlier. I probably should have done some food upgrades. Also, let's get rid of this.
Access denied.
Come on. You're losing a lot of health. Alright, let's do this. Stabilize. And there we go. We're set. Now let's just aim and hope she stops at some point. Yes, thank you. I never liked this fight because of how often she dodges, and apparently from what my friends told me before, the new Raiden boss tends to dodge, which means that I'm going to have a very bad time. Ooh, we got two. That one's okay. That one might be good for Ayato if I decide to roll for him, because I have pity available as I lost my Ganyu rolls to Mona. So I don't know if Ayato is going to be a support or if he's going to attempt to be something better than Child. Because, you know what? Should I show it? I should show it, shouldn't I? My suffering. My absolute suffering. I didn't ask for this burden, but I carry it nonetheless. For all of you. I carry it for you all. They rerolled. They brought this man back for 3 different banners, and he's still garbage in all of them. It doesn't help that he's not good anymore. You have no idea how much time I spent trying to grind these worthless artifacts for him, just for him to end up being like a lackluster DPS, and then I get Ganyu eventually. I made the mistake of not rolling for her. I only did it out of like, you know, might as well spend a temple, and I ended up getting her. And I never liked her to begin with, so I was like, you know what, I'm not gonna level her up. And this was like when people said she was the best character in the game. I mean, eventually I did fall into it, which is why I have her like leveled up, but there was a time at some point in which I said I did not like this character. So I spent about a year with this one, back when what was it called? Dragon Spine. Yeah, back when Dragon Spine first came out. I had this character. I never used her until like maybe a month or 2 ago, where I said, you know what, I need good cryo damage. I love Eula, and I did get the benefit of getting 2 of her in one pull, but she doesn't do that much good cryo damage, and I needed that for certain areas that I was doing. So I leveled her up, and then I put the almost bow on her, and we were just fine and dandy. Where are we going next? I feel like we should save some of our resin for the boss fight, so we can just keep moving forward with that. Uh-oh, where'd my shield go? Oh, I just put it down. Alright. Oh, my goodness. I'm surprised, in all honesty, when I first played this game, it was only because I was recently just dismissive of Fate Grand Order. For those of you who don't know, that is another gacha game.
Transfiguration.
Similar with like the characters and the roles and banner system, everything like that. Based off the popular Fate Stay Night series. That was the game I used to play and spend a lot of my time in. But then I eventually had a breaking point where I said, I don't like this. I don't like playing this game anymore. It's boring, and it just overall wasn't that fun. And this was right around when Genshin came out, so I looked at it and I was like, wow, man, this game has great gameplay, visual style. It's also on mobile, on PlayStation, on PC, and it's free. What's the catch here? And then I saw it was a gacha game. I was like, but that's not really that big of a catch for someone like me, who's been spending like I spent 4 years on that game, both on the JP accounts and the North American ones. Like, I wasted a lot of time on there. Do I regret it? No. I love some of the characters from that series, especially the game as well. I'm not gonna be one to say that I hated it, but I'll admit that I spent a bit too much time for how little I received from it.
Take your troop. Access denied.
But then I started playing Genshin for the first time. I was like, oh, okay, this is like Breath of the Wild. But then I realized it was not like Breath of the Wild, because unlike this, oh no, I'm about to say a bad take, aren't I? Because unlike Breath of the Wilds, I enjoy this game. That's a bad take, but you know what? It's my take. I gotta go with it. Yeah, I didn't like Breath of the Wild. When I first beat it, I was like, is that it? Is that the gameplay everybody's worried about? A good game? It was pretty good, I'll admit. It was a good game. Not a bad one in all means, and Nintendo can do no wrong, especially when it comes to Zelda games. But like, Link to the Past, Ocarina of Time, Skyward Sword, fight me about that. I felt like those were better games overall. Obviously, Ocarina of Time and Link to the Past are held as like the crowning jewels of the series, so yeah, for those make sense. But I don't know, when I first played no, not Skyward Swords, what's the other one? With the wolf, the transformation, I forgot what that one's called. Twilight Princess, there you go. Yeah, I played that one first, and that game was amazing. It was a lot of fun. Just because it was back when I was still in the naive kid phase, and I was like super into the Wii motion detection. So I was like swinging the sword. I was like, wow, it's like I'm an actual I'm an actual knight. So it was fun. It probably hasn't aged too well just because the Wii itself had very bad technology when it came to motion tracking.
Add Astra.
But you know what? I'm gonna
Thank
keep
you
that.
for
I'm gonna keep that nostalgia in my head. I'm not gonna let it distract me. What was I talking about? That's right, Genshin and how it felt like a Zelda clone. I mean, yeah, the stamina, the exploration, the open world, but I feel like unlike Breath of the Wild, this game focused a lot more on its characters and its storytelling more than it did than Breath of the Wild. While granted, you have more liberties in what you can do in that game, here it's a lot more restricted and you're stuck with RPG elements and leveling
This
systems.
opportunity is
It
quite hard
gives
to
a better
come by.
sign
Well,
of progress that I felt
amuse me.
compared to
Surrender is a
Breath of the
valid
Wild.
option.
Because with
I
Breath of the
promise
Wild,
I'll
I
be
ended up getting the
gentle.
Master Sword pretty early just because I focused on shrines. So I got hearts really early, I got everything.
Come on.
Stop it. But in Genshin, it's just a clear-cut path. Do the story
Not all you
missions,
like.
start grinding all
You've
the
made
stuff,
some progress.
and you know, just level up more and
Guess
more.
I should
The more
take you
you play the
serious.
game, the more you get to
Hold the
experience.
line.
And in the end, the better you get, the more
Transfiguration.
powerful your characters, and overall the easier / more
Stabilize.
improved your attacks are. It was a very clear-cut progress line for improving yourself. Where in Breath of the Wild, if you got lucky, you could just kill a Lino and then get like the best weapon in the game, right? In like 2 hours in. And then there's all those speedruns where people are like beating the game in like 5 minutes. It's cool, it's funny, but it's definitely not my type of game. It's a bit too slow. There you go, it's slow.
Access denied.
It requires you to just settle down and take a breath of fresh air, and then just explore the world. But I'm not really about that. I don't really like open world games, mainly for the fact that most of the time they have nothing in them. Granted, the shrines were put there just so that you could actually have something to do, but once you're done with the shrines, what else do you do? The Korok seeds? Hell no. I hated looking for those things. Not the Korok seeds, the Korok people, the ones who were just hiding everywhere. Some of them ended up killing me sometimes when I wasn't paying attention and I got into a fight. By the time I got out, like I had like 3 enemies on me and they were all swiping at me. And then eventually I died. Why am I here? I need to be here. So yeah, I don't really have too many fond memories for those NPCs. Okay, it's a water and a hydro. Then we're gonna need... we can trade this guy out. We can put... This is where I really should level Diluc. Also, yeah, here's my characters. Yeah. Pretty much every character in the game. The only people I don't have is Kuchin and Arataki Ito. Is there anybody else I'm missing? No, just those two, mainly because they didn't interest me. And also Kuchin, I haven't gotten her yet from the standard banner. I have, I think, 4 Monas. I think I have 4 Monas. We'll just go with this. Yeah, it's fine. Here, we can check right now. We can check right now. I believe, yeah, I have, as you could see, I have that abomination. I got Klee back when she first released, like a month after the game came out. Albedo I only got recently, but then I realized I kind of didn't like his playstyle, so it was kind of worthless. Zhao, back when he first... Has he gotten a rerun? Has Zhao gotten a rerun? I don't know if he has. But I got him back in the Lantern Rite last year. Eula, she's fun. I like her. I got her weapon too. That was pretty fun. She's cute. And then I got her Constellation 1, so I was like, yeah, I'm using this girl. And while she is fun, she's a bit boring sometimes, just because Claymores itself are pretty boring. But she does pretty good damage. Usually her ultimate attack does like 500,000. At least when I use it. How do I show my... There you go. Yeah, 28,209. She's got a lot of physical damage. And I have her like no, I only got 1 crown on her. I got Raiden. She's not really my cup of tea. There we go, there's Mona. Yeah, I got 3 of her. Not exactly optimal, since you kind of need 4 to actually have her do a little more damage. Yoimiya, my favorite, my darling, absolutely perfect. No one can do me wrong. Look at that face. Tell me you hate that face. I will kill you. I will watch your bloodline disappear. This is my favorite. I love her. Too bad she's not that good. Oh, that's the sad thing about half the characters that I really love. I used to play Zhongling a lot. back when the first game came out, or rather the first couple updates. I very much loved her ability, her Goba, absolutely my favorite, my man. If no one's got my back, I know Goba's got my back. But then when I got her to level 90, she just kind of got power crafts, and then by then I think I got my first 5-star, who I believe was Jean. Oh, got to.
No touching.
And at that point I was just like, yeah, we're using Jean a lot, since she could double as a healer as well as a DPS. So I just focused on her. Where did my shield go? I didn't put down a shield.
Today, you witness your reckoning.
Yada yada yada. Poor. But then I ended up kind of just falling off of her. I still use her sometimes in the Spiral Abyss, but there's not a lot of instances where I go using her. Because once I eventually played the game more and more, played every event to completion, got all the secret achievements, chests, all that stuff, I had a lot of Primo Gems. I spent like 5 months straight just searching for the unusual Healer Troll. And I think I only got Primo Gems from it twice. Out of all those instances where I killed him. Come on. That's not what I meant to do. That's not what I meant to do. Oh, oh, I'm a fool. Well, there goes her ultimate. I think that lasts for maybe a second more. Nope, I don't think it lasts at all.
My will and
Yep, it disappeared. Oh.
Experience an eon
God,
of suffering.
But then I got Ganyu, I got all these. Oh my goodness, where did her shield go? Oh, that's not good. Let's do that. Let's do this. That did no damage. Where did his shield go? Got that. Alright, let's just pop her ultimate. Oh no, 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 no. Hold on. There we go. I love Kokomi. I remember when I first saw her, I was like, this character's okay. But then I saw her trial, and I saw how much damage she did. Not even damage, just healing. Look at that heal. Oh, we're out of here. We're done. Zhongli's got 30,000 health, and he almost got it all back. My goodness, Kokomi's too good. And then people started hating on her, and then there was all that stuff with her voice actor. Man, the Genshin community kind of sucks a little bit. I love the art, don't get me wrong, but sometimes they get a bit too dramatic for their own good. Back when that first anniversary came out, it was very funny to laugh at the people who wanted like 50 rolls, a free 5-star, and like 10 crowns. I was like, bro, have you ever played a gacha game? You'd be lucky to get 10 pulls. Not even 10 like multi-pulls, just 10 singles. And like they gave that. They barely gave that. The Lantern Rite back in the first year gave us more than that. But I don't know, maybe my expectations are too low, or maybe I'm too pessimistic. But people have a big expectation for this game, but it's a free-to-play game. They gotta monetize it somehow. And with the amount of content that they're always adding compared to every other AAA game in existence, yeah, this game's impressive. Yeah, gacha system aside, and like exploitation of gamblings and things, but like you as a parent, if you're gonna let your kids play this game, you should also have control over what they're doing. Also, you should not give them access to your credit cards. What is wrong with you? I'm technically, by all legal means in this country, a legal adult. That doesn't mean I should be allowed anywhere near a casino. I absolutely will spend all of my money there. As long as you can put a PNG of a woman on there that I really like, that's all you need. Just put Yoimiya on a lotto machine. Put me in front of one of the little ones where you pull the lever down. I don't know what those are called. Are they just called lever? Oh, hold on. Look it up. There we go. Yeah, just put Yoimiya on one of those lotto machines, and I'll be stuck there for like 3 days until I'm bankrupt. I'll take out a 401k. I'll take out everything in my mortgage. Everything. Just give her to me. Give me the PNGs. I want to hear the good dopamine signals. That's all I could ever ask for. Please just make me happy.
Stabilize.
But still, regardless, this game's fun. I think I've just become too numb to some of its downsides. Such as, you know, the whole, you gotta wait for resin. Resin's still a big issue. Just because there's so much more content being added and so much specific materials you need to grind that require resin. And then comes the EXP books, and then comes the materials that also need to be picked up around the world.
Wine tastes the
And
same
then there's
as
the
I
enemy ones that
remember.
don't respawn, and then there's these ones that
But
require
where are
40 resin
those
each
who
time you want to
share
kill the
the
boss.
memory?
Like, it's a lot of waiting. A lot of waiting. Which is why I think it's really sad that they haven't really changed it too much, or at the very least tried to make a monetizable way of changing it. I mean, technically they did. You can pay for primos, and then you just pay for more energy. But they even have a limit on that, saying you can only do it about 7 times a day. But that's not really a good fix. They give you the Serenity pot. That gives you that little free one right here. But even then, that's not really a lot. That's only 60 resin. That's only good for like one boss fight. And they've made improvements. I am by no means ungrateful to this game. It's probably one of, if not the best gacha games out in existence right now. Just gameplay style alone is already better than half the gacha games that exist on mobile platforms. Especially since this one's also on mobile. The presentation, the music, everything, the visual style. The music alone is already really cool. Look at this game. Look at the amount of particle effects. Oh, I just realized her ultimate didn't hit. No, it did. Yeah, there it is. Why is it so tiny? Why is it so small? Like, this game stands out as a test of passion. This is by no means a passion project. I never played the previous game, Honkai Impact. Some of my friends did. I wasn't too into it because I was into FGL, so that was the game I was more committed to at the time. Well, when this one came out, they were like, yeah, you should play it. And I was like, yeah, okay. And then I was all downhill from there. Oh, no. My history with this game is very repetitive, if anything. It's just a lot of, oh my god, I don't like this enemy, or oh my god, I love this character, oh my god, I love this character. But, should I use Eula? No, we want to get rid of these things early, because this is just wasting time for now. Since we just want to get to the new content first. But this is just so that we can get all the basic stuff out of the way, so that I don't have to come back after the stream and do it myself. Also, it helps that Ganyu's like in this party, so I can just absolutely shred this guy. Come on. Because in all honesty, once I get Ganyu out on the field, it's game over. These guys don't stand a chance. Like, look at this. I remember how hard this boss was back when I first started it. Bam, he's dead. Get Shenhei out there. Okay, we hit it. Look at that. And I know there's better builds for Ganyu and stuff. Despite me having a lot of big numbers and constantly grinding this game for artifacts, I don't care too much for doing the most optimal damage. As long as I have enough to beat the boss and not have to like spend 30 minutes in order to fight it, I think I'll be happy with just that. Like, I have Hu Tao, who is technically the best DPS or some shit, with like the 1.3 million she could hit. But like, I don't like some of the characters that you have to use in order to achieve that. Like Xingqiu, I don't really like that character. I don't like Bennett. Actually, you know what? I really don't like Bennett, but it's tempting. I really hate that little icon on the top right. Like, I used Xinyan before I used Bennett, but then I stopped using her because I had Zhongli now. I don't know, there's a lot of characters that are super good apparently that I don't really use. Like Venti I used to use a lot. I need to use Yunjin. I don't use her too much. Diluc I never had the opportunity to use. Back when I first got him, about like 2 months ago. I still have yet to use him. I leveled up to level 20 so I could get that free story roll, and that was it. I never used Sarah, even though I heard that she's incredibly good with, what's her name? Yeah, don't like this guy. Don't like him. Looks weird. I don't like his outfit. Put on some pants. Crying out loud. Never used Razor either. I didn't like the whole wolf thing they were going for. I think I just went with Zhangling. I had Venti very early on just because I was very lucky with that first roll. It was quite literally my first like 10 pull, and then I just got him. I was like, oh, cool. I guess I'm playing this game now. And that's all it takes. You want to get me into your game? Just give me something real good for free. All right, let's go to Inazumi. I said Inazumi. Oh no. But I got a wish. I got a wish. Okay, I think I can talk normally now. I don't think we need to change anything. Oh, changing my party requires my ID to be shown. I didn't think that would be a problem because I was blocking it with my model, but I realized pressing escape kind of does that.
They're attacking the sacred Sakura! Stop them!
I mean, that's just a tree, bro. I don't know what you're on about.
Transfigurate! Hold the line!
Where did all my ER go? Where's all my ult? Where did these guys come from? These are the Inazuma enemies. I don't like these enemies either. Ever since they introduced Jean Li's buff and where he's actually good now and wasn't a waste of time, they kind of realized they overdid it, but they can't change it back because then people will get angry. So now you're stuck in a problem of how do we nerf this character without actually, you know, getting people angry, and it's just by introducing characters like these who have the bleed effect. Oh, hey, it's you. It's the worst storyline.
Shogun?
Oh, it's you. It has been a long time. We have not seen each other since...
Okay, sounds more like A. You sure made short work of them.
I'm making early preparations for what
I
is
still
to
don't.
come.
I know the
Last
Shogun
time
is like
we
a
took
doll,
walk around
kind
Inazuma
of
together,
like Scaramouche.
I witnessed
Spoilers, by the way.
The world is today.
I probably should have said
I was
spoilers
finally
before I
able
said
to
that.
comprehend some things that I
But-
had never understood in the past.
Why
Since
isn't she
then,
doing her job?
Every time I encounter an
Why are the
obstacle in
Archons
my
just kind of
thinking,
like not
find
doing what they're
myself having
supposed to
the
do?
urge to
Just
spend some
announce
time in
new
the outside world.
successors and then just
Makes
retire at
sense.
that point.
You must get super bored being stuck in there all the time.
Also, I'm talking over this thing.
Might I
don't
remind
care.
you that I am recently. I have observed a number of changes in the
I consider this matter worthy of my attention, so I pursue them, let them hear.
So
That's
I
when I happen to run
pursued
into you.
And
Let's go
if
with this
the
one.
Shogun,
Why?
precisely.
According
to the rules I designed.
Oh, are they
for
talking
her,
about her going into
matters of this
super boss
nature are
mode?
but
I should probably read
rift
this then.
hounds attacking the sacred Sakura.
A disaster?
Yes.
500 years ago, a great catastrophe.
Everything was
everything was
engulfed
lost
in a
by fire.
pitch black
Monsters ravaged the land. Countless
and
lives were lost in
monsters
this homeland. Had to
ravaged
work
the
so
land.
hard to build
The monsters committed many atrocities on Inazuman soil. And the
They
rift
entered
hounds
your house
were
without
always
taking
their
off their
advance guard.
shoes. How
Their
could they?
duty was to tear open a passage through space with their claws and teeth, and then call in even more powerful beasts.
Oh,
So
are they
you've
talking
heard
about
of
the
it
old
too.
city? Okay, cool.
That's an episode of history that I am loath to recall.
As
Maybe
much
to
as I
you,
like her
it
voice,
seems like my
it doesn't seem to
response
match
these
the character.
creatures was an excessive
I don't know.
one.
When I look at this character, I don't
But
really
an
think
excess
of.
caution is not unwarranted in this case.
I mean, it kind of makes
Guess you
sense
can't
based on
argue
her
with
character
that.
and how they make her
Since we are
presented in the
both here
story.
for the
But
same reason,
I don't know.
let us
It feels
pull
like
the
it doesn't
traces
fit
they've
the
left in
body
the
of it.
surrounding area.
Paimon feels so
Visually
safe
speaking,
over
like
where
I don't
he's
get that type of
company.
voice from her.
Having someone
Oh, I
super
blocked the camera
powerful
with
on
my
your team
hands.
kinda makes you feel, oh,
You
yeah.
can't see me.
After we've dealt with the
No,
monsters,
stop.
we
Okay,
should ask her to
we're
tell
good.
us more of this color.
Look at the marks left behind. Uh-oh, that's not what I meant to
Color
open
when
up.
the sacred Sakura
I
takes
keep fat
damage.
fingering my B button.
Let's follow it. It should be this way.
Oh, can I not pick those up? I should have definitely gone into my double venti one. Not double venti, my double an animo. There you go. Climbing? What is this? Breath of the Wild? Gross. This is like the one thing I hated about Breath of the Wild. As cool as it was in like the first couple of hours of playing it, oh my goodness, I hate the stamina meter. So dumb, so boring, no likey. It makes my head hurt because I have to carry like 10 different stamina foods. But at least unlike Breath of the Wild, unlike Genshin, Breath of the Wild doesn't force you
We
to
are
like wait
lucky.
5 minutes before you can use
damage
the
is
next one.
Stuff that's
So then when you make
falling
like 20 of
out.
them, thinking you can just use them all at the same time,
How
the
come
game's like,
it's
nope, you gotta wait 5 minutes, and then you never use them again. Who is this?
What's this?
Oh, is this like the
People?
Watatsumi Island?
It wouldn't be
Is that the one? I don't remember
Let's
the name.
search the area. Perhaps we
Where
will
like the
find
ghosts
out.
of the dead past come out. I hope not. I hated that island.
I can't go on.
What happened?
Who are you? Run quick while you still can.
Oh, this is
We
like,
will
what is this,
defend
Conria?
Inazuma until you beasts and horror every Not right now. But the almighty Shogun is gone. So is Kitsune Saigu. There is no... I don't know how long we can hold out for.
Don't worry, I'm right here.
It's... You're back. Please, we beg only
assuming
the
this
glow
was-
of your supreme lightning.
I'm assuming this
Calm
is the
down.
500 years ago
Over.
version.
Look around you. The grass grows green and lush, and a soft breeze blows.
Man, I really do like her voice,
This
though. I'll
is
admit that. Her
Inazuma
voice is
at
really
peace,
nice.
as you will no doubt remember. There are no
What?
Oh, hey, great
How?
update. I sent my
Just
feedback to
moments
the
ago,
artist,
they
and it
were
looks like I might be
everywhere.
able to get it back within like a couple
I
days.
saw them tear my comrade to
Hopefully
shreds
my
with
vocals
own
will be
eyes.
done by then. But, hey, we might be looking into maybe a new song by the end of the week. Not the end of the week. I want to say next
I
week.
think I understand. Almighty
I'm trying to think of like a.
You saved Inazuma.
Caught my tongue. I'm trying to think of like an official date. I can't really
Yes.
say for now because
We
I don't want
were
to set
right to place our
expectations and then
trust
limit
in the
both
Almighty
myself
Shogun.
and disappoint like the 2
As long
followers
as
I
the
have.
Shogun is with us, Inazuma will last for
But
eternity.
I just want I want this one to be the best one so far. As
Thank
I move
you,
forward, I want
Your
my music to just
Excellency.
progressively get better.
Thank you,
Not just in terms of like
thank
the
you.
mixing and mastering, just with my own performance as well. This one's gonna be a lot better just because I can't say anything because then it's spoiling what it
He's
is.
gone.
But it is an original song. I wrote the lyrics. It was composed by a dude on Fiverr.
If I am not mistaken, the
Obviously,
sacred
because
Sakura an entity formed with strong filth would be highly aggressive. Purified filth quickly dissipates and will be absorbed by...
But I mean, we
Yes.
learn these things as we go.
That soldier was one of the many thousands
Come
who
on.
made the ultimate sacrifice.
Okay, so I was right. It was the
What he
Inazuma
was
guys from
describing
500
just
years
now
ago.
Was yes. Inazuma was facing
I'm
many...
assuming
disaster
that the
in
old
Inazuma
shogun
caused
was
me
her
great
sister,
concern.
right? I
But my
apologize
friend,
if you have no idea
Kitsune Saiku,
what the lore of this story
reassured
is.
me that
It
I
is very
could tell
confusing
that
even for people like me who've been
although
playing it
neither
since
of
we
us
first
acknowledged
started.
it,
But I mean, it's fun, it's
Indeed.
interesting, it doesn't bother me
I
too
never
much just
had the
because.
but even then,
Oh, I should stop. I
Inazuma
should
was
read
left
this.
more devastated than we could have ever
I just look up
imagined.
lore videos whenever
Those terrible
I'm distracted.
tragedies left great
Hey yo, her
wounds
hair's
that are
kind of like
still
mine.
felt to this day,
Oh, hey yo,
both
it's a
on the
little
land
longer,
itself.
but
Hey,
hey yo. Nah,
Yes,
she's too
all
purple.
my
I don't
martial
like
might
purple.
was in vain. Though I
Get-
could
get-
conquer
Guess my favorite color. If you guessed orange,
What?
then you're right.
When I
No, I don't
traveled
think you
around
guessed
Inazuma
orange.
with you, moving forward inevitably invites. Just think of that soldier. Just all
you still
those who
talking?
sacrificed themselves.
I'm starting to get
Inazuma's god.
flashbacks to the first
It is high
story
time
quest
I
we
honored
had with
their
her.
wishes. Warriors of the past, whose eye will never.
he's taking all this pretty hard.
Yeah, I imagine so. She blocked herself out for like 500 years and made her doll do all the work under the guise of eternity. Eternity will be forever. Ooh. And then nothing happened, and then we had to come in and smack her and be like, "Stop it! Stop taking Kazuha's vision." Oh no! 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 No!
Leave them
Why
to
am I
me.
playing this character? Oh my god! There's no shields. All right, whatever. Why are you making me play this character? I don't want to play this character. She's boring by herself. Sure, she's got a cool ultimate and like her abilities aren't bad, but like she doesn't have any shields. And also, I'm fighting the characters that give me bleed. This is not very PogChamp of you, Genshin. Why are you making me play this character? Alright. Ah, that hurts my eyes. Alright. Okay, cool. I didn't have to play her for too long. Very nice.
Something seems wrong with A.
Why
Yo,
would you ask
nice,
that?
nice shot, bro. Nice shot. These guys know what they're doing.
Usually you'd pull out your sword and...
You are unduly concerned. Although I have some understanding of the situation, I must be prepared.
Oh,
makes sense.
I keep skipping it. My
Looking like
apologies.
the roots seem pretty badly damaged this time.
Wasn't it like this before?
Hey, the same light is leaking out again.
Furuyama?
Is someone gonna get
Almighty
executed?
Shogun, what brings you back so soon?
Fighting a battle.
Why is he
in a
wearing a
distant
blindfold?
land.
Is he blind?
Sounds like this guy's
Ha,
talking about
no
500
eyes.
years ago too.
Allow me to introduce Furuyama. Though blind, Furuyama
Oh,
is
okay, he is blind. I thought a man was
unparalleled
about to
in
get
his ability
executed
to
right in front of
appraise
us.
tea. He brews some of the...
Your Excellency, you shower me with praise. It sounds like the Almighty Shogun has... I'm afraid I'm unable to serve you any respectable... After all,
What should we do? Oh,
Oh, that's right,
I
because this guy
see.
doesn't know he's dead, right?
So, most of the residents in this neighborhood have already escaped.
Yeah, there's my
They
chair
wanted
again.
to
I
take
almost
them
fell.
with them, and now the Almighty
I really
imagined
need to
this
get
was
a
something
better
people
chair.
flee out
Once
of
again, I
me.
need to reiterate,
I
I am
have
on
no
those like
such thoughts,
flimsy
and I have
little
no
plastic
regrets.
chairs.
The Almighty showed
The
me
nice
just
little white
listening
ones
to
with
her
like the awful
stories.
seating that hurts your
One thing
butt
she
after like an hour
always
of sitting
says
down.
is, so you see, it
I need
won't
to
be
stop skipping
long
it.
now
I keep
before
forgetting.
I
I'm
have
so
say
used to just
goodbye
constant
the
dialogue.
Almighty Shogun
I
for
need to
the
take
last
more
time.
appreciation. This is like FGO. I never cared about the dialogue
But
because
I
I already
suppose
knew
it
what the
doesn't
lore
matter.
was because I either
Once
looked
this
it up or I
catastrophe
played
is
JP
over,
and I looked up the
life is
JP
sure to
translations.
spring forth
So I just
anew.
read it all.
But
I never actually experienced the game like by itself.
oh, goodness
Come on.
me! The Almighty Shogun comes
But
to
I
visit one
realize I
moment.
need to
I'll
stop
just-
doing that.
Really? But it's always been right by my side. I couldn't possibly.
Don't worry about it.
Almighty Shogun.
This place is. Leave it to us.
But well, I can't decide what.
All right,
Where should we
finally,
go to find it, Tisa?
we gotta go to the Kamisato estate. Oh no, that's where that girl lives. Oh, are we gonna see Ayato for the first time? I haven't seen anything about him other than his like character reveal. I don't like the fact that he looks like a male Eula, but I mean, he's kind of boring.
It's the Traveler. And the Almighty Shogun. How might I be of it?
I wish to borrow it.
Oh, police?
Be at ease. I'm not here to see Commissioner Kamisato. Actually,
No. I am your humble servant. I daren't think of my own convenience
Yo,
when the
he
Almighty Shogun
subscribed to the
graces me with a
OnlyFans,
presence.
no doubt.
I'll deal
No
with
doubt.
it right away.
It's okay. Wait,
Well,
how old is Yoimiya?
it's
She's 18,
not
right?
often we have
Is she
the
18?
chance to chat.
Am I allowed to say what I'm about to say?
I
Alright, you know what?
seldom
Just for
have
the sake, I'm
time
gonna
to
look it up
drink
later.
tea. Any free
We'll
time
see if
up,
I'm
so
legally.
in that
Hold on,
we
I'm
may
grabbing
well
my
have had an
phone.
inkling about
I'll let
there
you
being
listen to
two
the text. I gotta look up
mighty
this.
shoguns,
Hold on.
but
My funny
he always
dialogue must
acted
be
as if
said,
he
but I
was
need to
completely
I need to make
unaware.
sure that I'm in the
The
clear.
philosophy of life that he shared with us just now. That was Makoto's
How
view on
old
reality.
is
She
Yoimiya?
always saw things that way.
You and Makoto had pretty different views, huh?
Estimated age
Indeed we
20 to
did.
23. All right, we're in the clear,
It
boys.
was
Yo,
the biggest
Yoimiya, hit me up with that
difference between us.
OnlyFans. Why don't you?
In her eyes, the most precious things in this world.
I was about.
They
Okay,
are
you know what?
similar,
I'm not gonna
and
say
you
that.
came
That's a little
charging
embarrassing.
Wow.
That's a little
Makoto
18
saw a
plus
bigger
beyond
picture than
just
I
the
did,
OnlyFans
and
comment. I'm
ambitious
not gonna say what I
Makoto
was about to say.
That's-
Let's just say fireworks
Quite a
and
lot to
body.
take in.
To
That's
put
all
it
I'm gonna say about
simply,
that sentence.
I didn't understand. I suppose what it comes down to.
I need to stop. I need to
Yes,
stop. I
it
need to stop
does,
skipping
but
the
in last
dialogue.
analysis, Makoto's philosophy was,
Do you feel you're starting to understand her better?
you have already witnessed my previous views on eternity, but now
Eternity.
I no longer cling to
I
what was
mean,
lost.
being immortal would be kind of dumb, wouldn't it?
I suppose
You
that
get to watch
means
everyone that you love
Almighty
pass
Shogun.
away. You
I
yourself living
found a
for
tea set.
an
This
eternity.
one in particular should be fit for your excellent.
it's quite
You watch your
beautiful.
mind
You are
dwindle
too
away
kind.
as everything that
A
you
humble
come to
servant.
know
It's
just
all
falls
good,
apart or
sir.
changes differently.
Let us return.
And then ultimately you just start to forget the things that were important to you because it's been so long since you remembered them or got to be near them that, you know, what's the point of remembering it? It only makes you feel agony and pain from watching their deaths, that you eventually forget them and the people that you love just disappear altogether because nobody remembers their name except for you. But then remembering their name is what makes you want to forget it. I never understood the desire for like villains in anime and like storytelling to want immortality. It feels like a very short-sighted endeavor. Like even if they say like, oh, I want to conquer the world or like I want to control the universe, like okay, but like even then that's a very short-sighted goal. What's the value of it?
Hey, he wouldn't have gone looking for a tea
Oh,
set
I just get to
himself.
call myself the leader of the world or no one can
So,
fight me here. It's like, but
we
like what
didn't
happens
even
once you
have a
reach the
chance
top?
to say
The
The
information
whole point of
held
reaching
in
the top is that you
ley
get to
lines is
experience
complex.
something between it, and that the value of your goals
This chance
are
won't come
found
often.
in the
I've
journey.
watched Furuyama brew
That's
tea.
why it's like, what's the quote? The real treasure is the friends we
The
made
tea
along
is
the way.
ready.
Like that.
So
Like
many
that's
thoughts
I
were
feel like that's a
racing
good
through my
quote to
head as
compare
I
it
was
to.
brewing. You're right.
Sure, the
I've been
treasure
reminded of many
and or
people, too.
immortality is a good goal. Like
Back at
sure,
the
it's
Yashiro
appealing, but
Commission,
like
the
ultimately that's gonna
events of
disappear, and like
500
She
the
died in that.
the
Yes.
value of it isn't gonna be
Unlike
too.
me. Makoto was known at this time.
I'm blanking on the words.
Yes.
it's not going to be too valuable once you get used to it.
It was there.
Sure, the honeymoon
bid
phase
each
might
other a
exist, and
final
you might be
goodbye.
like
Did
spending
she
a bunch of
it was
money with
there,
that gold
and
or that treasure you found, or
when I
living your
returned
or
to
doing a bunch of
Inazuma,
random
that's
stuff without
exactly
fearing the
what no one
consequences
questioned
once
in
you're
the end.
immortal. But
With
like,
the help of the
you
sacred
start to
This is
realize the
all
other
really
things
hard
that
to
have to come with that
Yes.
decision that you made.
I once, but even the
Like I mentioned
tea that
before,
when
your
it's
loved
time
ones
I
pass
came to
away,
terms
you
with
just lose all sense of value for your
While
life.
we're on the topic,
You no longer fear death,
Sister,
and as
you
such, you
mean
no
to say,
longer value
based
your
on what
life.
we've learned,
I'm sorry.
Have I said that
And
before? I think I said that
also,
before. But
so
pretty much,
Oh,
I don't understand
well,
immortality. I don't
that's
see
it.
any value in it.
with this last cup of tea,
The whole
Thank
meaning
you.
of life is that you have such a limited amount of it
we
that you have to understand that
Let's keep
wasting it
following
isn't a
the
good
tree.
idea. But on the opposite side, having
Very
too
well.
much time for life and
Based
too
on
much
my
leniency will
investigation
end up
so
making you
far,
complacent.
I believe this next pack
And
of monsters
ultimately,
should
you'll
be
lose
the
a lot
last.
more than you'll ever stand to gain. Where am I supposed to go? Got a bit too philosophical for a for a gacha game. But I mean, she constantly goes on. That was one of the things that made me really dislike her character back when I first saw Raiden. Was like eternity this, eternity that. It just sounds like someone who's stuck in the past, and well, yes, we understand why, and we can sympathize with it. Ultimately, staying stuck in the previous memories of your past makes it so that you're incapable of growing and moving forward. And if you and if you don't want to move forward, well then you're not really living. Can't really say you're much of a person at all. You're just a husk of a dream and a past that's never gonna come back. Why do I keep pressing C? Stop doing that. Oh, am I supposed to go down there? I think I'm supposed to go down there. Look, where am I getting this philosophy class from? I don't think I should be going off about self-identity and things like this. Maybe it's a setup for something else in the future. Question mark, question mark. Eyebrow raise. I don't think I can do eyebrow raise right now because I have my glasses on. Normally I'd stream with my contact just so that you can track my eyes better. But I went to the gym, I was dirty, and then like I forgot to put them on after I made breakfast. So I was like, you know what? Screw it. We won't stream with went to the wrong place. We won't stream with my contacts today. And it's not that bad. Facial tracking is pretty good. That's my face. My eyes are a little wonky, but you know what? Still pretty good. I'm fine with it. Especially since I went out of my way to just not use it. Where am I supposed to go? Give me a second. I gotta drink some water. Wonderful. God. I almost slept on my chair again. Alright. Where am I supposed to go? I hate this little section. I hate this little section. Not just this actual little centerpiece right here, because I genuinely do not know where I'm supposed to go. Half the time when the quest tells me to go through this place, I don't know if it wants me to jump down or it wants me to investigate the area around it. It just says continue the pursuit. I don't get what it wants me to do. Alright, where am I supposed to go? I assume through here, right? Where am I supposed to go? There's the T. I don't get where I'm supposed to be right now. I'm going around. I'm looking for the thing. Because I know there's like footsteps and stuff, but who knows? This is sadly one of those classic Genshin moments where you don't know what the hell you're supposed to be looking for. So you spend like 20 minutes walking around just for like you to give up and look at a guide, and then it's gonna be like walk exactly 2 inches to your left, and that's exactly where you need to be to trigger the actual thing. And then you're just stuck there like dumbfounded. Like I spent half an hour looking for that little spot. I'm gonna be real with y'all. I might have to look it up. I might have to. I'm not bad at games. I swear I'm not bad at games. I may have gotten my ass kicked in Shifu, but I went back and I beat the second level. I should probably stream it again. Probably next week. Maybe next week. If because I don't want to do too much repetition. Otherwise, people might get bored of it because they'll be like, "Why are you only playing XX game or this game? Why not playing this game?" Thankfully, since it's February, we've got like 3 different games that are gonna be coming out that are brand spanking new. tomorrow we play Guilty Gear, and then the day after that we play King of Fighters. I'm very excited for King of Fighters, despite the fact that I haven't played one since 1998, or was it the 2001 version? I don't remember. But I remember fighting against one dude who was always playing it, and he played Rugal, and I hated him. Oh my god. Okay, thank goodness. I'm getting my flashbacks to Rugal.
Stabilize.
I'm glad he's dead. But I mean, it was a fun game either way. Even though I was more of a Mortal Kombat guy, and then when I got off of Mortal Kombat, I started playing more of more Guilty Gear. Oh, I should probably talk about my Guilty Gear history, since it's kind of important for me. It's kind of what got me into fighting games in general, and it's you know, the series that I started my song covers off of. Where am I supposed to go from here? Through here? No. Pretty much, when I first experienced Guilty Gear was in an arcade. I don't remember where. It was in, like, further away from my living space. I remember we were going there for a field trip, and we were allowed to do a little free roaming in like the little mini mall that we were in. It was like a field trip next to like a science center or something like that. I don't remember too much exactly, but basically there was a little mall next to it. We got to go around to the food court, and in one of those food courts was a little video game cabinet. I had some change, and I was like, okay, cool, let's go look at it. It had a bunch of stuff. It was a modded one, so it had like SNK games. It had like Namco.
There is no escape.
Oh, don't make me play. Alright, well, cool, we're playing Raiden. But basically, I looked through it, but when I went up to it, there was already some kids there. Or not even a kid, like 2 teenagers. They were definitely older than me, because this was back in like elementary school. And they were playing a fighting game. I was like, oh, are they playing Mortal Kombat? I want to play, but then I saw they were playing something else. I asked what it was. Bro, what?
I'm fine.
I was about to say, can these guys shock me? Can they tase me? Okay, but then they were playing a little fighting game, and I was like, oh, that's cool. And then like I saw one of them insta kill each other, and I was like, what game are you guys playing? And they said they were playing Guilty Gear. I was like, what's Guilty Gear? And I was like, you want to see it? And then they showed it to me. I think they were, I don't remember who they were playing. Bro, I just used my ultimate. And then from there, I looked at it, and one of them was playing Ino. This is a big thing. That is a big detail to remember. And I was like, that girl's cute, cause she on the arcade cabinet, when like the fights were over, it showed like the little screens in between, like the little intros. Ino showed up, and I was like, oh, that character's cool. I like her hat. And obviously, me being like the elementary student, going barely into like puberty and stuff, you see the woman with like the giant boob window, and it's like,
Where am I?
I love her, and sadly I still do.
Who are you?
Not
Almighty
sadly.
Shogun,
No, I
you
am
are
not
here
sad
too.
about it.
Are you injured, Your Excellency? We, the Shogunate Samurai, will defend the
But
Shogunate
basically,
till
that
the
was my
very
first
end.
experience with Guilty Gear.
Come on, man.
Don't.
Danger is our duty, ma'am.
No need to worry.
Is that a vision?
It certainly is. If the Almighty Shogun is in trouble, now of all...
So that's how samurai of that era understood visions, huh?
So full of hope.
Nobody knew where your excellency had gone, and we were starting to despair. But now, just the sight of you appearing
Where's
before
her
us
nose?
once more has reignited
That's her
the
nose.
hope
It's a
in
little
our
nub.
hearts.
She's got a bump on your nose. You should check that out.
This hope is the light that will
Yo,
guide us
nice
out
shot.
from the
Nice
darkness.
shot. I love this update. This is a great
Everyone on
update.
me.
We'll help too.
Huh? Affirmative, but...
Oh, hey, can I finally play my characters? Alright, let's play as Morax.
Mighty Shogun!
Can they even fight? Are they able to fight? I thought they were ghosts. We'll fight too. Or, no, you can join our fight, just don't get in the way. Absolutely demolishes all the enemies and makes the guy just sit there. Like, buddy, you don't know who you're talking to. You're talking to the guy who's best at, like... Who have I been? Like a Sky Dragon, a Harbinger, like 3 Harbingers at this point.
Born of ice and frost.
I've killed a lot of people. My goodness. Man, the Traveler is based. You good?
It seems like they're attacking
Okay, I was like,
from the
are they stuck? What was I talking about?
you
Guilty
all.
Gear. Yeah. That was my first experience with Guilty Gear. The whole arcade cabinet and the little mini mall during the elementary school field trip.
The monsters
I
will
saw
definitely
Eno and I
come
was like,
back.
I love this
And when
girl.
they do,
I
there'll
love
be
her.
more than a few
Love
rift hounds
her.
this time. Quickly, escort her out.
When everyone sees.
So from then on, I mean, from then on, I went home and like I completely forgot about it. But it wasn't until a couple years later, like 2 or 3 years later, when I was in high school or middle school, in which I was at my friend's house. We were playing on his PS2, and then I was looking through little discs of games. This was back when like games were on discs. You kids wouldn't know about that.
But the almighty Shogun is the
But
only
basically, you
one
had like
who
that
watched when
giant little
threat
zipper
faces
box.
Inazuma.
I don't know what the term's called, and then you had all these little containers for the disc. You just slide them in there, and you just scroll through the little flips of them. Great
Thank
times.
you all very
But
much. I should
as
not
I
have
looked
left
through it,
this
I was
late.
trying to figure out what game we wanted to play,
With you leading us.
and then I saw it, Guilty Gear XX. And I was like, I remember this game. What game was this?
They're gone.
And he was like, oh yeah, that's my brother's game. I don't know, I don't play it too
It
much.
was
Do you want
both.
to try it? And it's like, okay.
The people's sacrifice.
So then we played it. And then I was like, yo, this is,
whatever I
and then
study
it's just
from
me
so,
spurging out.
They are due
After
a
that, I was like,
resolution.
yo, can I borrow this? And he was like, yeah, sure. My brother doesn't live here
Thank
anymore.
you
He doesn't
for
care.
your comforting words. I used to think, but what Inazuma,
But then I
even
borrowed the
though
game.
am
I played it on my
utterly
PS2,
unlike Makoto,
PlayStation 2.
and can never become the person she was.
Are they gonna show her
yes,
death? Are they gonna show
they
Makoto's
are.
death? Makoto?
They are strong, as the Raiden Shogun they revere.
Well said.
Change will
I forget
come to
English
Inazuma.
pronunciations are different from the
And with
Japanese
it,
ones.
No matter
Or
how
rather, the
long now that we've
Inazuma
dealt
ones,
with the Rift
if
Hounds,
we're going by those.
this matter is half.
But yeah,
will leave
I
the
borrowed it, I
Tenryo
played
and
it, and I was
Yashiro
like, man,
commissions
I am
to
bad
handle
at
the
fighting
follow-up
games.
work.
Alrighty
And
then.
this is stay true till I've grown to the man I am now. But
He looks calm. She seems to have changed.
I ended up loving it either way.
What's wrong?
I probably should be talking about this during the Guilty Gear stream, not during the Genshin stream. But I kind of went over my history with Genshin, and that one's not nearly as expansive or as
It
important
looks
to me.
like
But I mean,
No
it makes up
need.
for content, so you know what? We're okay. Cause I think
She
after this story's done, I
is
don't think we have
calling me.
anything else to do. We could do the trial for Yai Miko, but
The time has come.
I don't think there's much to do. Either way, I was gonna say that I might end this stream a little early
Can
just
you
because I'm a
help me
bit
walk?
tired from
I
the
need to
gym.
go
My
to
my,
the
my
cave
body refuses to stand up
below
anymore. I
the
got the
Grand
wiggly
Narukami's
legs, the
shrine.
little worm legs. I go a
What's
woogity
the
woogity.
matter?
Ah! Oh my fucking! I hate this chair. I hate this chair.
A battleground. One.
I hate this chair so much. I almost fell again.
Stabilize.
But pretty much, I played the game and I was like, wow, I'm bad at this. But then one thing I remember specifically was the soundtrack. Oh my goodness, that soundtrack was great. Be Guilty or Be Dead. I love Kai's theme, even though I don't really like Kai himself. But it's okay, my man's got bitches. He's got bitches. So you know what? I gotta give him respect for that. And then Soul Bad Guy, he's great.
Stabilize.
I hate him in Guilty Gear Strive, but we're gonna see that tomorrow
We're
if I can
finally-
get my not my GoPro, my what's it called? My Elgato. There you go. If I can get my Elgato working, hopefully. I mean, I'm gonna get it working, but it's a pain in the
This
ass
is
to
the
do
place.
it because I gotta go unplug in a bunch of cables in my PC, then I gotta plug it into my PlayStation, then I gotta plug it into the actual thing, and then I gotta get it to the optical drive. It's a pain, especially considering the fact that I'm only gonna be using it once. I should slow down. I'm speaking too fast. I just realized I was going like 150 words per minute. Sorry, it is a tendency I have. When I start talking, I do not stop. And it gets very, very difficult to understand what I'm saying. But it's okay. It's okay. You'll love it. You'll learn to love it.
Whoa. This place. Look, it's another.
We meet again, traveler.
Oh, Shogun. Okay.
This body is an assistant to the one within. Should the one within wish to stray from the rules, this body shall stand in her way.
Wait. Paimon knows that.
You have wandered. You believe your present self has greater certainty than your former self. But have you really been enlightened? I'm here to show you we are both warriors. And the dialogue we must now have.
Wait.
Imagine if they made it so that she died. I actually don't know if she... Does she die?
The discomfort
Is
I
this
was
like one of those, even
experiencing,
if you
as she
win the battle,
indicates.
you still lose type
Once
of things?
I started entertaining the
No,
idea
no way,
of
right?
change, I became hostile in her
There's
eyes.
no way they're actually gonna
But
kill an
inside a
Archon
realm
this
of
early.
consciousness,
It'd be a cool,
I exist
subversive
independently of her.
plot decision,
She cannot
and I could
affect me
definitely
in this
respect
way.
that. But
Though
I don't.
she is a
I don't think
puppet,
they will.
The Shogun has her own consciousness too. When necessary, she appears here to confront me.
Nice shot.
Hey, Shogun.
The rules I set for the Shogun are... No. I would not try to...
Isn't there
Oh look, it's her
another
weapon
way?
that I never got.
Can
Good thing I
hack
never
it
did
through
it.
or
Good thing I
something?
didn't spend money on it.
But
The way that I said it made it sound like I spent money on it, but thank goodness I did not. I only got her just because I wanted all the Archons.
Determination, courage, love, hatred.
What's with her
All of
voice?
these will be degraded. Only rules shall remain. Those were my thoughts when I Now, you wish to make your... I am your past, the everlasting
Oh
law,
hey,
the
hey, that thing I
guardian
was
of
talking about
eternity.
earlier. How living in the past just constantly makes you
And
like
I
prohibit growth, and
am
now by
she who
choosing to move
promised a
on and
dream
going
to her
forward with the future, you end up
subjects.
benefiting
Find an
yourself.
A.
Hey, look at that! It's almost as if it's like an actual true
In the
statement.
end,
Maybe
even
there's
the
actual
proud
like
and mighty
legitimacy to my
only
words.
need
Woo,
cut
woo!
down and
Hold on,
destroy.
hold on. Hey, yo, bro, chill. Hey, there's actual legitimacy to my words, and I wasn't actually just spouting random nonsense. I am not doing any damage to her.
Never shall it shine as
Hey, yo,
brightly
we got
as
the-
it once did.
We got the soundtrack. This is what I was talking about earlier, Wes. That's why I think it's one of the best gacha games in existence. The soundtrack alone.
Weak.
I'm a man that very much appreciates music down to its financial core. Financial? Why did I say financial? Foundational core. That's the word I meant to say.
Illusion shattered.
Basically,
Inazuma shines
my
eternal.
opinion on music at itself,
Sky sweeps the
if
land.
something is other than like, what is this? Oh, hold on. Basically, my opinions about like music as a whole, whether it's used in music, as like music videos, for video games, or for movies, if the music that's meant to support the scenes are not good, or at the very least tonally fitting towards the scene, and does not give the appropriate atmosphere, it itself could actually cut down the quality of that production. This is annoying. I'm going to die. I might be overshadowed by the volume. I'm not too sure. I don't have anybody to tell me. But actually no, I could probably just look back at the VOD and just tone myself back then. But basically, I think that if you don't use music appropriately and don't give it enough attention, you end up losing out on some of the importance of your scenes or your characters, as well as your writing. You can have some of the most profound like speeches and literacy within your characters and their dialogue, but if the soundtrack that goes behind those words that are meant to have meaning just absolutely awful, well then they're gonna lose the impact that they're meant to have. Can you stop Can you stop? Can you stop? Can you stop regenerating? It's why I very much like, and it not only goes for like media, it goes for just music itself. One thing that I really much enjoy that you've seen on my channel, if you've watched it, is that each of my songs all have instrumentals, like released. I believe the instrumental is a core foundation as to what makes music so good. The lyrics can be good, the lyrics can be profound and tell an amazing story, but if the music itself, when you listen to it on its own, not, you know, satisfying or at the very least entertaining, I think it fails. I believe that music should be able to like transport you into the very idea or the scene that it's trying to tell you about.
Now you shall perish.
And it's pretty much why I love Guilty Gear so much. Or rather Guilty Gear Strive and just like all the songs that he's done recently, which we will be going over in very great detail tomorrow. You know what, that's what tomorrow's going to be about. Guilty Gear stream, we're just going to listen to all the music and I'm just going to go on about how much I love it. But I feel like with music itself, that one specifically, like that track we just listened to during the boss fight, it gave the sense of importance. It that like it's just a clash between ideals.
Her existence is tenacious indeed.
It gave you the understanding that these two are fighting not because they hate each other, but because their conflicts and their ideologies are actually in contrast with each other, and because they cannot agree, they have to fight. That's what good music does to you. It immerses you in the fight.
Maybe.
That's why I love it so much.
But I have to prove to her that my present will is no product of
Also, you
erosion.
know, it's an absolute
The
bop.
future I shall forge will be a grand undertaking. One that will be resistant to erosion. If I don't do this, the Shogun's rules can never change.
Look
and
at that!
Inazuma can never
Look at
move
that!
forward.
It's the thing that I
This
literally said
is
like 20
my
minutes
duty.
ago.
No matter how long this battle may last, months, years, centuries, and no matter how many times we 500 years ago, here in the present, it is about time that I learn to trust them. I understand that. But if the dreams of which I fight for the everlasting future
This
of
is where like a
Inazuma,
nice little ambiance piece.
However
Like if
long
you
the
took that battle
may
track and then
last,
made like a nice
it
little
is but a
slow
drop
version
in
of
the
it,
ocean
a
of
little more
eternity.
emotional, a
I
little more
vow to the
oomph and like
subjects
some
of
of the
Inazuma that I shall
more
one day
I
return.
don't know music terms.
This
That's one thing that I
is
really
my
hate
oath.
about my own inadequacies. I don't know a lot of
Please,
things in terms of
Be my
vocabulary.
witness.
So when I try to
During
describe
my
these things that I'm
absence,
like thinking in my head,
I place
it's hard for me
everything
to
in
like
Miko's hands.
contextualize them. Is that the right word?
Pass on my words.
I don't think that's the right word, but that's what I'm going to be going with. It's hard for me to describe exactly what I'm saying because I don't entirely know what I'm talking about. All I know is like the bare minimum, like tone, melody, tempo, stuff like that, but like I don't know the exact specific terms that I want to use to
Looks
describe
like
the
we
things that
got
I'm trying to
kicked out.
say.
She was making sense.
That was a cool
Maybe
boss, by the way.
This is the only way to change the Shogun's
Where's the new
rules,
one,
but
though?
Still. Right? Also, A can be pretty stubborn at times. What if she gets too obsessed with winning and she forgets why she's there in the first place? It could happen. And then she might. Yeah, we should help her out. Is there any way we can cut down how long she needs to spend in there? Or, you know, help her. Well, whatever.
Oh, I went silent for a bit. Yeah, okay.
First things first. We gotta find a way.
What was I
back
talking
in.
about? Music,
Oh,
music,
come on,
music,
Brainius,
music.
don't feel bad.
Like despite me constantly loving music and listening to a very varied amount of genres, I don't have a certain genre that I hate. No, I do. That's a lie. I have one genre that I really don't like to listen to. I really don't like listening to it. No, and that would be trap music. I don't like trap music. It feels disingenuous. It feels lackluster in its
Someone's
presentation.
not in the best. I hope you realize how lucky you are.
Compared to every other form of like
That was a figure of speech.
hip hop,
Do you
rap,
understand?
underground, it's trap music that feels so empty. It feels like it's not made by a person.
Oh, okay. Impossible. You know
Even
as well
with like
as
the
I do that
music and
she's
the beats
always
in
been
itself,
like this.
there's a
Rushed
reason why
into
with
it
most
without
trap music
think, so
you hear like
seem to
just
be under
the
the
lyrics
impression
with
that
it,
I
and
am
that's what
able
most people relate to, or the like the things that they love.
Uh-huh.
But when you
You're
listen to the
learning,
instrumentals by
little one.
themselves, it's just
But really,
Oh,
the
it's-
truth
it
of the
hurts my
matter
head.
is, all I know is
Because right
not just because of that.
country,
The
electric
nature of the
dance
space
music,
itself is
dubstep,
different in some
orchestral,
way.
classical,
But I can
rock,
only
heavy
speculate.
metal.
Anyway,
Like I love
we
these
needn't worry
genres. I
about
love
the
music in
details too
itself.
much.
It's a very
It'll
interesting
just be a
field,
little difficult
and
to
I
explain
very much
things
have
later
respect for
on,
anyone
that's
that's
all.
trying to delve
First
delve
things
into it.
first. Follow me to
But
the
then
entrance.
when I talk to like some old friends and they're like, yeah, I want to get into music, and I'm like, oh yeah, cool. What are you practicing? Like you learning an instrument? They're like, yeah. You want to hear some of my stuff? And then they just play trap music. I was like, you're giving effort, and I can still commend you on that, but I can't be behind it. I personally cannot stand behind it. Is that wrong of me? I feel like it's not even preferences at that point. It's just me being like, I don't like this genre, and I doubt I ever will.
Now then, I always have my way to the outsider. In other words,
Like it's not even
Yes,
like it's not.
no need
I
to
say
try
the
and
genre,
understand.
but I
Everything
don't
is
mean like the artists
turbulent and
behind them, like the people who write
This
their
is
songs and
precisely
sing them.
why when
I'm talking about
entering
just the music, the instruments,
suit
the actual
yourself.
sound of it.
Oh.
It doesn't give me an idea
Well,
of
if
what
you're
it's supposed to
quite sure,
represent,
then of course.
despite it being more than likely about some type of internal struggles, financial or like visual support,
I say.
social
Oh,
support.
Nothing.
Why did I say visual?
It just seems. By the way, Remember
But
to focus constantly
I
on
listen
your
to it,
heartfelt
and then it's
wishes
like,
when you enter inside.
this is boring.
Only a strong enough will can prevent you
It's
from
boring.
being.
That's
Well
it.
then,
There
the
you go.
door's open.
That entire
Hop
rant
on in.
summarized. It's boring.
I'll stay outside and provide
Very
what
boring.
stability I can.
I don't like it.
I'll be ready. I'm placing my god in your capable hands.
It's why with all of my BGMs and like all the
For
songs
my
that I've been
sake
doing,
and for
they will never be
Inuzuma's,
trap music.
please.
I might do rap.
Bring her back.
I might do rock, country, all that stuff. This this environment's pretty cool.
You
But
better know what you're doing.
I don't think I'll ever do trap music, just cause
That's
I'd rather
enough
do
chatter.
dubstep. Just by
Get to
it
work.
being a literal amalgamation of sounds and beeps and boops, which is what dubstep kind of is. I still understand it more than trap music. I don't know, it feels so generic. Why am I going off about it again? Oh, that's right, I talked about music. But there you go. A good reason as to what. Do you hear trap music in like trailers for movies or like trailers for games? No, you hear like rap, you hear hip hop. You'll hear like Dr.
Remember
Dre,
to
you'll hear
focus
Eminem, you'll
constantly
hear
on your
Tupac,
heartfelt wishes
Biggie,
when you enter inside.
Kendrick, like all these new age rappers and stuff like that. I'm trying to remember
Only
some
if
of
you
their
are
names.
strong enough can I deliver you to the right
This is a
destination.
very cool cutscene. Are we going back to the past? Or are we going to the battlefield? Did I mention that this is the best gacha game in existence? Because in case I haven't said that, yeah, it is the best gacha game in existence so far. Oh, are we fighting her? No.
You have returned. But how? This is a duel to remember. It is as if we, over countless battles, had I made all enemies of eternity for your firm commit. You bring honor to the. Now these two return once more to. Then, let this be our final duel. The conclusion to that which began
Oh, that was a cool
500
shot.
years ago.
Cinematography is
Final
also
duel?
very important in terms of gaming. Not even gaming,
So
just
you're finally willing to
impact. Impact. I keep saying impact a lot.
stand
but
back, traveler.
Look at that. That's a cool shot. It makes you look into it. It makes you do a double take like, wow, that was cool. It just gets you immersed into it.
I'm going to be the start of
What's the word? What's the word?
new.
Involved? No. Attached? No.
The time our duels took to fight was long enough to witness the
No, I
rise
said invigorated.
of nations.
Oh, this is like the actual boss fight.
Energy
Why do I have to play as A? I don't
great
really like
enough to
that.
vaporize the oceans
Oh, I
and
keep my
turn
ult.
day into night. The will they demanded
I get, you feel immersed. No, not immersed.
and crush streams.
I forgot the word for it. I'm trying to think of the word. But it's like where you feel like you have to
I
watch
will
them
endure
win.
forever.
You believe in them. What's the word? Also, listen to this track. You know how before it used to be incredibly just like the flutes and everything, right? More traditional style, because she was fighting her former self, someone who was stuck in the past. And now with this new version where she's trying to engage into a new form of mentality and a new self, we see an introduction of rock, a genre that is formerly known to be free and liberated. Liberated. You see what I mean by that? The music is what immerses you in the ideas and the things that it's trying to present. And without the music, you do not get the same impact. Oh my goodness. I'm very glad we did a Genshin stream today. This is probably the most fun I've had so far. With Shifu, I was a little upset because I kept doing poorly because of my own mistakes. But with this one, oh my goodness, this is great. That track alone just kind of proved my whole point.
This I believed you. But a will that cannot be eroded.
Music
has
is an
no
art
way
form,
to embrace
by all
the
means.
future. You need
Video
not
games
worry
can
about
be an
I
art
know
form.
your yet.
But
And whenever
just like
I
music,
think of this,
video games are mainly
I
seen as a
feel
form
something
of
stirring within the blade that I
commercialization.
inherited from Makoto. Seems
there are
to
many
be
who
trying
just go
I
into music
noticed
trying
it also.
to,
This
just
power
make
is
a
beyond the limits of
good
my
amount of money,
understanding.
career.
This
There's
blade
no
belonged to
there's no
Makoto.
dishonor in that.
Perhaps it can only respond
What?
to me with its full power when I truly
Why does it say that right there?
understand
Well,
and
you know
believe
she's the
in her.
previous shogun.
It was at
But
once
no,
a
but like
familiar
what was I
feeling.
saying? Music is definitely a career.
You
It's
have
viable,
my
and I will
approval.
not look down on anyone
Your
who's in
present
it for the
will
money.
is not the
There's a lot of
product
people who just want
erosion.
money and comfort.
I
Who
shall
am I
no
to say
longer
that they're
stop
lesser?
you from this day
But
forth.
when it comes to these types
I
of art
won't
forms with
design
like
any
these
more
games
rules
and
that
like
can never
their
be changed.
music, or like a person's
You
music.
used to represent
As
my
long as
past.
there's effort, so as long as there's
But from
soul and
today
a meaning
onward,
behind it.
You are me. Makoto
Persona?
never saw me as a fearless weapon. Likewise, I should not regard you as a mere tool. You truly have changed. I understand.
Growth. There you go.
I shall
There you
become
go.
your
There it
shadow,
is.
just as you were once Makoto's shadow.
Look at
The
these shots,
duties I
dude.
perform will
They're so
not
good.
change.
Immersed. No,
But
not
as a
immersed.
warrior,
What's
I
the
look
word?
forward to the chance to
I'm
fight
missing
like
out
this
on the
again
word.
in the future.
I'm trying to remember it.
Do you say this because it was simply a new experience for me? One that is worth reliving.
What's the word?
Finished.
I'm trying to think of the word so badly. I can't get it. Attached?
Hello, A.
No.
And greetings, those who have come to bear witness. I am Raiden Makoto, the previous electoral
I thought she was
Archon,
dead.
who failed in my duties and left you. Makoto? I'm so happy. You've come so far. I always
I
knew
feel like
you
this
would
is the
make it
actual
here
voice
in the
actor
end.
for her, just speaking in her normal voice.
I left a faint fragment of my will in Muso Ishin, so that in the moment that you unleashed its full power... A convoluted way to reach you, but... Well...
Yo, listen to the music.
You held
This
such
once again
deeply
proves my point.
entrenched views at the time
This is meant to be an
that we
emotional
wouldn't have
scene where she is
listened to a
supposed to like
word I
reach the
said.
climax of her character arc, where she
There was
understands
no
that
time
she's
to
supposed
wait
to
for you to
grow as
have
a
a
person
change
and
of
not only
heart.
protect herself, but her memories.
forgive
And
me.
because of those memories, she's able to
All I
move
could
on and
do
live
was
with
find
herself.
some way to
Because
wait
she's
until
constantly
you
looking
came
for a
to
way
me.
to live.
But-
I'm confusing myself with my own words.
You never mentioned this to me.
Listen to her voice.
Everything
It
happened
used to be
so
stoic. It used to be like calm,
sorry.
comforting. But now she's like losing that
I've
face
always felt
as she's
terrible for
growing to be
having
more
entrust
diverse.
Inazuma
Her
to you
voice
all
is
of a
as well,
sudden.
and that's what I hope for that I could do one day.
I should have been the one
I'm
to
very
impart these
monotone, as one
ideas
could
to
tell
you,
with my
a
own
little
voice.
at a
I don't
time,
like it.
to
It feels
dissuade you from your
inhuman. I
pursuit
feel
of
robotic,
stillness.
and that's another thing I could talk about in the future.
Did you know what
But-
was about to happen in Conria?
She sounds like she's
I
about to
had some
cry.
sense of it.
Look at that.
That place
And then you hear the
was
melody
not
in the
somewhere
background.
that any Archon could afford
It's
to
bittersweet.
ignore.
This is meant to be a bittersweet moment, and you can feel it.
In my present
Obviously,
form,
I'm talking, so you,
I can no
you
longer
know,
perceive
it's ruined,
time.
but
I don't know how long we have been
You know.
separated before this reunion,
music.
and I don't know what Inazuma has experienced in the meantime. But I know that this must have been an extremely arduous... Don't look down on me. It was with this possibility in mind. Here, take that it is you who...
I stand with my point proven. What is this? Is this her Gnosis?
The light turned into a seed?
The miracle tree that blesses the people, in this moment new to the world and yet to be known.
What is this?
When
gonna
to
be?
plant it, where it shall bloom. She who brings it into being must let her heart and dreams decide. Grant it life.
Yo?
Eh?
How did?
Is it really?
What is this supposed to be? I'm assuming it's the Gnosis, right? No, she said she gave it away. Or is this for a new Sakura tree?
Eternity extends time into infinity. Dreams
It's a new Sakura
illuminate
tree.
each
Gotcha.
moment within.
Cool.
When both shine in unison, the sacred Sakura blooms from the darkness, finally free from the clutches of the heavenly principles. Now the nightmare has dissipated, and reality is made whole. The vision we both yearn
What
for
the
is
hell?
still
Why is
further
this so
ahead.
cool?
My only regret is that I cannot witness Inazuma's future, nor can I walk this journey with you. Do you know, A? I am so happy right now, because my final wish has now come true. Your polearm once protected me from countless calamities. For this, I've always felt indebted to you. Though I could never repay you in full, this sacred Sakura will buy you some time until you are ready to awaken and embrace the new. What do you think? Did it do the trick? This time, it really is goodbye, eh?
Nice.
Goodbye, Makoto.
Very good. Very good. That's some good storytelling right there. Best gotcha game. Quite literally, unironically. Epic 7, Zur Lane, Arknights.
So the A
Girls
of the
Frontline.
present planted the sacred sakura in the realm of
Fate Grand Order.
consciousness, and it took
None of
root
them
in the
could stand to it.
Inazuma of the past.
There's like a couple
No
scenes where I
matter
could
what
imagine
you
from
make
each
of it,
game
it's quite
that could
incredible.
maybe match it, but that was beautiful.
All
Cinematic
of
wise,
this is thanks
visuals,
to Makoto's power.
the music as well.
Her understanding of eternity is much more
That was a good
profound than
cutscene.
mine. Eternity is a concept intimately connected with
A place where time is meaningless and cannot. Perhaps that is the reason why you were able to. And yet, that sense of disorderliness has now.
I'm surprised she didn't have anything to do. Oh no, because we have to beat this one in order
but
to do this
my
one.
intuition tells me.
Well, I'm not.
I know what you mean. Perhaps Makoto got a higher power involved in all of this. Without the sacred Sakura, Inazuma.
I know you've always perceived there was something special. You've tried in the past to prove to me that there's a connection between the sacred Sakura and Makoto's consciousness. But unfortunately, you never did persuade me, did you?
No. But I understand why now. It was because the sacred.
The sacred Sakura. I'm
Can we move on
and
now?
obviously,
A
it's
little bit?
fair to say that
I
very
don't wanna
little
be rude,
time
but,
passed
like,
between the moment you
kinda wanna
came out
move
of
on.
that realm. Traveler, if I'm guessing correctly, you were repeating your wishes to yourself. At that time, I could sense a device to say. Time added a whole new dimension to our search. Fortunately, your will was strong enough that the flow of turbulence may well have been influenced by Makoto.
Oh, she's explaining how she did like the whole teleportation
I
thing.
thought that my first thought was, but you two have my. My body has fully recovered, and the Shogun's will no.
Always thrilled to hear you're in good health. But I was really, after all.
I only heard her voice. I'll be fine.
I'm assuming she's just gonna look exactly like
this
her,
has
which is
reminded
probably
me
why they don't
once
want to show
again
her face.
Just how it's all thanks to her that Inazuma. I just planted a seed.
Yeah, it was thanks to every.
Thank you.
Today, at long last, you and Inazuma
Thank you,
finally emerged
PRJKT
from the
50 anime.
shadows cast by Makoto, and you are Inazuma's past and future.
It's rare to hear such comforting words from you.
Oh, come on. You only think it's rare because you never used to live.
Makoto said the.
Come on.
Great minds think alike, I wonder. Does that qualify?
I should clip that whole
Actually, no.
conversation.
Forget.
I forgot. I need to.
Frivolities there.
On Saturday
There is
I am
much
streaming.
work to be done.
Sunday I will try.
The Shogun
No,
and
Sunday
I
I
will
have
closely
work.
review the Inazuma
I'll try
of today
to
find out where
go
things
through some of my
currently stand.
Then, content for this whole
we
week
will give
and try to make like a
careful
nice little
consideration to the
compilation,
future.
subtitle it and everything.
After that,
Nothing special, but like just to go over some of
I
the
will
little fun
abolish
points
the
that I had.
Sakoku decree.
This whole stream just gave me a lot of
I am
ideas
no
for
longer
that.
pursuing an eternity defined by stasis. I don't doubt that many challenges lie.
We
I'm
could go over
looking
the whole
forward to
the
it.
whole why I don't like trap music, that whole importance of music and like cinematography. I keep saying cinematography, just like presentation, overall impact. Hold on. There we go. Nice. What is that? Dream Sakura. Cool. Whoa. That's it. How long we've been streaming? An hour and a half. Oh wow, I didn't expect us to go through all that. That was a pretty cool boss fight. Yeah, I could go over the clips. I could go over Shifu. And I could just kind of do the clip the introduction, maybe a couple times where I get my ass beat. Definitely this Genshin stream is gonna be very good for these clips. I'll probably make the video like 8 minutes long, but I have to go through like maybe like 10 hours worth of content. 1.5, 1.5, 1.5. There's like maybe 8 hours worth of content from this week alone. That'll be great. Oh, another thing for like the 3 people that might watch this, I'll probably have to clip this and have it as its own separate thing. I may or may not be in the works to start a certain a secret. Keep it between you and me. Keep it between you and me. You know what? Hold on. 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 Da, 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 da. This is a secret between you and me. Don't tell anybody. Don't tell anybody. I don't want you to tell anybody. I may or may not be getting a certain project ready with quite a few VTubers. Granted, they've never met me before, but hopefully when I first announce it, I'll be able to get a lot of people involved, and it'll be a great time. Granted, I don't know when I can make it come out, or if it'll even be by the end of this month, which I doubt because I need money to make it happen. But hopefully, by the time we get it started, it'll be pretty good. There are going to be minor kinks that I need to get fleshed out, and I'll probably have to make an original sound to go with it, since I don't want it to be just like, oh, here's an announcement, have some fun, or let's get it started. But I mean, we gotta put effort into these things, right? We gotta put effort into these things, right? Right. All right, good talk. Good talk. Good talk. Ignore what I just said. There we go. Back into position. Put me back in the game, coach. Hey, perfect. Little. Alright, now we're good. I'll definitely clip that and put that on. I hope my mic picked it up properly. But I'm gonna definitely pick that up. So... I hate this tree. I hate this tree. I hate this tree so much. You know what? Yeah, I think we're done for now. We did the boss fight. I think we did it. How do we unlock the boss fight? Yeah, there it is. Cool. Nice. Well, yeah, I think... Oh, no, hold on. The trials. Oh, hold on, I forgot to turn this off. Whew. Silly me. Let's do this. Yeah, I want to try a Yai Miko. Because I want to know whether or not I'll be able to, Oh, interesting. She's very slow, as is most Catalyst users.
I'll protect us. Right here. Emerge.
My goodness.
A sight to behold.
Oh my god, that ult.
This moment will be frozen.
Surrendering.
Right now. Emerge.
Let me use that ult again.
Nothing lasts forever.
Oh my god, look at that. That's beautiful. Did that just do 20,000 damage?
What a nuisance.
Wow, that's pretty cool. She's definitely a lot more visually appealing compared to any other Catalyst user. Klee's literally just spraying stuff. She's throwing her little bombs and everything. That's cool. Barbara's literally just shooting water. Kokomi's just shooting water. Sucrose is just shooting air or anemo. That's pretty cool. Alright. I would say let's do the her quest, but I actually do need to do some stuff today, so I'm afraid we'll have to end it off here. Oops, shouldn't show that.
Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those?
Tomorrow
who share
is Guilty Gear
memory?
Day. Yay! Hold on, went to the wrong background. Yay! Tomorrow's Guilty Gear Day. Hopefully I can get all of my. My equipment in order, and I can make it work, because I will have to dust off the PlayStation 5. But other than that, what else is on the menu? King of Fighters. I'll be playing that on PC just for the sake of it, and with that I'll be able to use my fight stick with. I don't know if you can hear that. Yeah, you're gonna hear my fight stick. I would play it with Guilty Gear, but the thing is that I've never used it before. And King of Fighters is definitely a game that I have not been at all used to.
Where do you want
So
to
I
go
would not be
next?
surprised if I get myself
If you'd like to
beaten
see
down into a
Leroy's
pulp
tourist spots,
immediately
I have a
once I
few
go into online
references.
after doing a little bit of training mode, and then after that is Horizon Forbidden West. Pretty good lineup so far for the rest of the week. in all honesty. 2 new games in 1 whole week. My debut week's doing pretty good with Shifu. I would play Dying Light soon, but the thing is that I need to save money in order to go into that secret little project that we're doing. But I think we're okay for now. After that, I'm gonna be slowing down the streams a bit, since I do need to go back to work and just get more money for future content and stuff. Because, you know, making music, doing art, or paying for art, paying for someone to mix and master all my stuff.
Every journey has
It's all very time consuming,
rush.
and it's very financially dependent on me. I am the one who has to pay for all this. So, you know, I tried to think about what my schedule was gonna be, like maybe every other day, maybe start streaming on weekends since I know people are very free. But I feel like if I stream on weekends, I end up forcing myself to make too much content. I might burn out or might just stop caring altogether. I don't want that to happen. So I'd rather just stream for like 2 or 3 days. So then I came to the consensus. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I'm going to stream. Maybe Sunday, because I also have to deal with my family who, during the weekdays, they're not here, so I don't have to worry too much about the noise. But when we're all here together and we're trying to eat and stuff, A, it's very loud, and B, it's just, you know, I want to eat with my family. I don't want to eat in my own room just sad and everything. And I'd rather not stream at like 6 p.m. or like 9 p.m. because they're trying to sleep or something, and then I'm too loud. It's just all these situations where I have to consider everybody else other than me. But I mean, we'll go through it. We'll definitely get through it. More than likely, the special little project will be on a weekend though, just to make it easier for everybody else. Probably on a Saturday. Yeah, Saturday sounds good. But other than that, I think we're good for now, right? Nothing else I need to announce. I already talked about the music video, or rather the new song that I'm releasing soon. I say soon, but 2 weeks. Give me like 2 weeks. Hopefully I'll have it done by then. I'll make announcements on my Twitter. Follow me at Twitter at project_50ma. Yeah, gotta plug it when you can. But anything else? No, I think we're good. Oops, press that button for no reason. Oh hey, check out my weapon. I keep forgetting I have this. This is only really important when I go over more of the story. Art was done by I forgot her Twitter name. Discord my name MAE. Great woman, love her, all my heart. Never met her before, but I think we're done for now. All right. Well then, everybody, it has been a good time. This is probably my favorite stream so far. I'm gonna start working on that compilation, so that I can at least get like maybe a 10-minute video, maybe like 10-20 minute.
Tastes the same as I remember.
Obviously, I'm only gonna have so much content to go off of right now, but hopefully the Genshin stream and the 2 Shifu streams that I did, they'll probably add at least maybe like 4 or 5 minutes, hopefully. But we'll see. That's gonna be up to me to decide what goes in and what goes out. But either way, thank you all very much for watching. I will see you all. Oh, hold on. Yeah, there you go. Well then, everybody, it's been fun. Catch you all tomorrow.
Boats are made for transferring commodities back and forth, and those that come across Leroy tend to stay a while, though it is where many things come to settle. Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember.